As the Republic of Ireland announces that it will introduce the opt-out system to organ donations, England and Northern Ireland become the only countries in the British Isles which are not following the scheme. Under this system, it would be presumed that people consent to donating their organs after death and would have to opt out of donation rather than signing up for it. Karen was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease at the age of 4. The disease attacked her organs, which led to a complete kidney failure.
I got my first kidney transplant from my dad, and that lasted for 8 years, so it got me through all my teenage years. And then when they done a biopsy, obviously things were gradually going downhill, and my own autoimmune disease came back for the reason for the failure. And so I went back on dialysis, and then in 2009 I got my stepmum's kidney, luckily, and then same sort of thing happened again like 5-6 years later. And then I was on peritoneal dialysis, which you do overnight at home every night, and it's a lot more gentle, but I kept getting infections and it was called peritonitis, and then I've had to go back on to hemodialysis, which I've been on now for almost 2 years. So I've been back on dialysis now for over 3 years.
In hospital for 4 hours a day, 4 days a week, Karen compares her dialysis to having a part-time job.
You completely feel totally knackered after it. Like I get quite high heart rate, and it sounds like quite a small thing, but when you try to go about doing everyday things and your heart's racing, you're getting a bit breathless, you feel all clammy, and I just kind of feel like I'm really old before my time. Obviously other side effects is like nausea. Sometimes you can get too much fluid off and it just makes you feel have totally no energy, like the life has been sucked out of you sometimes. But to be honest, a lot of people can go on with quite a normal life on dialysis. It's not always that bad, but I just know up until now I've not felt comfortable enough to go out and get a job because I am so up and down on it. There's like good days and bad days. You can have a good week and then a bad week. Like good week is, I wouldn't say you ever feel like, well, me personally, I wouldn't say that I ever feel totally normal, but sometimes you feel that bad, you can just tell when you're having a good day. Like for months I was going back to the gym, but I haven't really felt able to do that in quite a few months now, although I am getting back there again. But yeah, just like I say, the bad days where I get headaches and they're like really bad migraines, and they're quite debilitating sometimes to make you feel sick, need to go to bed. But yeah, a good day, like I can go out and do my normal day-to-day life, like go shopping, like take my dog out, you know, just normal things.
With an estimated waiting list of 6 years, Karen will unfortunately have many good and bad weeks ahead.
Because I've already had the 2 transplants, because I would taken on some of my dad's antibodies and my stepmum's antibodies, so it just kind of means it's harder to cross match for me. So just have to wait and on the transplant list really. Obviously I want to stay positive and hope that it's not any longer than 6 years, but I do know there's a chance that it could be more than that. I know a girl that's had waited on the transplant list for about 10 years.
With the opt-out system being discussed amongst MPs, Karen has strong views on the proposals.
I think it should be opt out because it gives people a chance to sort of think about it more. Like, what else would their organs be doing, you know? I know a lot of people, it comes down to religion and things like that, but most people nowadays that I know aren't really religious, but they just don't really think about these things. So yeah, I don't see the harm in it. I think there's a lot of like talk about it nowadays, but yeah, I think some people are still afraid to think like what actually happens with their organs after they've passed away. Yeah, I just think people don't really talk about it too much. And the other thing is, even if you've signed the organ donation register, if you pass away, your family still has the right to say yes or no on your behalf, even though you might have signed to donate. So I think people just really need to have the talk, even if it is opt-in or opt-out. People just need to really talk about it.
Aaron Renfrey, That's TV.